And we are back once again, 360 Wrestling Podcast here on YouTube. Once again, trying a live stream. Hopefully, fingers crossed this time, it is working. If you tuned in earlier on Spreaker, I've used StreamYard before, and I think it worked. And I actually went live on the YouTube channel once, maybe twice, and it actually worked. And then, ever since then, though, for some reason, when I've tried to go live, it shows right here on my laptop, video, camera's working fine, audio's working fine, but for some reason, it doesn't actually show up on the YouTube channel. And like I said, I have no idea why it doesn't show up. But for some reason, it does not. But hopefully this time, using a different website now, hopefully it is working. And just 1 second here. And actually it is working. Just did a quick test of that now. And luckily it actually is working. So without any further ado, sorry about that. Let's get into this quick stream. Like I said, this was originally just a quick one. I just wanted to test out this new site, make sure it will work. I not sure when exactly, not sure how often, but I do plan on using the 360 YouTube channel more. Hopefully with live streams to go along with the audio version of 360 Wrestling Podcast as well. But real quick, I want to talk a little bit about tonight's TNA Impact, which just finished up a little bit ago. And there was a graphic for In Memory of Sabu. And one of the TNA Plus classic matches that they usually show was from Hardcore Justice 2010, him and Rob Van Dam. And we had women's tag team action, Masha Slamovich teaming up with NXT's Nikita Lyons, defeating the team of taking on the team of Tessa Blanchard and Victoria Crawford. And Masha Slamovich is DQ'd with using a steel chair. Then after the match, the TNA Director of Authority, Santino Marella, comes out, tries to restart the match, but Robert Stone makes his way out, says the official ruling stands, the official decision. Victoria Crawford and Tessa Blanchard get the disqualification win. The Rascals in action against the Great Hands, with the Great Hands victorious. Matt Cardona defeated Mance Warner in 10 minutes. And Indy Hartwell gets the win in her in-ring TNA debut, defeating Kelsey Heather. Real quick one though, but good way to really get Indy over, to establish her as a star in the Knockouts division. Rosemary and Zaya Brookside went to a no contest. And then Legging Lee came out excuse me, to make the save. Rosemary attacked her. And then we get Frankie Kazarian cutting a promo in the ring. And he called California traitors for cheering for the TNA World Champion Joe Hendry. And he brings out Trick Williams. And the main event of TNA Impact tonight, Nick Nemeth versus Jeff Hardy. Pretty good match. Thought this was actually a really solid main event. Jeff Hardy getting the win here. And then Nemeth attacked the Hardys after Leon Slater makes the save. Next week, coming up on TNA Plus, is Under Siege from Brampton, Ontario, Canada, which will feature Matt Hardy teaming with Leon Slater, since Jeff Hardy can't go to Canada. Should be a pretty good tag team match, though. Leon Slater, good young talent in the business. And so far, they've had 6-man tags. And Matt Hardy and him actually do work pretty well together as a team. You got in Matt Hardy a veteran, a legend in the business, and then you got Leon Slater, a young, upcoming talent with a lot of potential, and I definitely see big things for him happening in the future. And I meant to mention this real quick on the podcast earlier, but some unfortunate news, and that is good old JR Jim Ross has been diagnosed with colon cancer. Very unfortunate. Hoping for the best. Definitely want to send best get well wishes to best wishes and prayers to good old JR, for sure. Hopefully he'll be able to beat cancer again. Let's hope. And like I mentioned on Impact tonight, there were tributes to Sabu, just like on Raw and Dynamite this past week, and the whole week, tributes from the whole pro wrestling world, and just shows how special that Sabu was to the wrestling business as a whole, and will definitely be missed. And that's all for this episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic. Like I said, this was kind of just a test to see how it would work on OneStream. my first time using OneStream, and so far so good. And looks like I'll be staying here on OneStream, and hopefully we'll have more live streams here on the 360 Wrestling Podcast YouTube channel. Fingers crossed, anyway. And remember, you can leave your thoughts and your opinions on tonight's TNA Impact and Ring of Honor on Honor Club, which I have not had a chance to watch yet. I'm not sure if they're going to start showing matches from last week tapings here in Detroit or not, but I'll have to watch that right after I finish this episode. And like I was saying, you can leave your thoughts and your comments on both of those shows. Or if you just want to talk about whatever is going on in the world of pro wrestling right now, anything you want, 360 Wrestling Podcast at gmail.com, the email. And in the comments, since we are on YouTube right now, in the comment section on the 360 Wrestling Podcast YouTube channel, Spreaker, or whichever app or website you listen to on, if they have a comment section, just go right there, leave your thoughts, your opinions, just talk anything pro wrestling. That's it. Hope to be back soon, hopefully tomorrow, for a new episode of 360 Good Morning Wrestling fans. Once again, thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. And as always, I am Lance, and I am a wrestling fanatic.